Greetings back with another video. In this video, I'm talking about like how the guy that burned the warehouse down is he got locked up, and a lot of people are siding with the guy that burned the warehouse down, and they're comparing him to Luigi Mangione. And the thing is, like, these companies really don't care about you. They don't care. You're just a number. You could easily be replaced. It's a energy harvesting system, and that system needs to die down, and it's just draining, and a lot of people are overwhelmed with the company. These companies, they don't care about these employees, and you sit there and you put 1,000% of your energy into this job, and this job doesn't even look out for you, and I can understand why, this guy crashed out. He crashed out because these companies don't give a shit, and they keep raising their prices up on everything, and wages aren't going up, and people are living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. And you could understand this guy's struggle, and his crash out is valid. And and these companies don't have any sympathy. Not just the companies alone, these lease offices, these governments, they don't care. They make all these false promises, and people sit there and they put all their hope and faith into these politicians, and they say one thing and then they switch up and do something else, and people are just waking up to it, and they're just getting sick of it. When you put a wounded animal back into a corner, when you put an animal back into a corner, animal's gonna fight back, and I'm not saying that people's animals, but I'm just saying that as a quote. Like, people are just tired of this system lying, sitting there swearing one thing, and then the other is like, it's just false hope. And people are tired of false hope. They're tired of false promises, and they just want an easy life, for them and their kids. I mean, we live in this society we live into. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. You can't make the average person won't even afford to buy a house, and if they do, they're gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. Average working class family will sit there and live paycheck to paycheck if they have a house. And I mean, well, living in California is really, really expensive, and there's a lot of people barely getting by. I mean, and the thing is, other places too, and people are just fed up. And I totally understand this guy and his message. He was delivering a direct message, and you gotta seriously go through a lot of shit in your life to actually do something like that. And I'm pretty sure he was at the breaking point of just saying fuck this shit, and I'd rather just end it all. And that's what he did. And he just got sick of this company, sick of all the bullshit going on, and that's what happened. I mean, the guy I totally understand. These companies need to pay these employees affordable living wages, because the way everything is going up, except your paycheck, doesn't make any sense. And there's no reason somebody should have to work 3 or 4 jobs just to fucking survive in a fucking economy. That makes no fucking sense. And I was saying this in videos prior to this. I said that the new 40 hours is a part-time job, and it is what it is. And I mean, if you heard that video, I mean, you will understand. But that's it.